I've seen what Volusia presented at the last meeting. I don't know what changes they've made, but I want to make sure that we have a complete list so we can actually act on it at one time. And so I've also sent out an email to the Sunrail staff, Corey, to ask if there's any changes that DOT or Sunrail may be asking for. So I want to make sure that that's all together, all the staffs have vetted it, so we can actually start taking action.
Absolutely, and we are in that process.
Okay. Questions from the board members? Pat?
You know, in Volusia County, we're incredibly frustrated that this, you know, we've had these amendments that we wanted or proposed. We've just been sitting around and nobody's commented. We haven't had any comments from the local commissions or the Sunrail Commission or FDOT. And suddenly now everybody wants to get some amendments. Ours are pretty simple, and we just thought we should have had these on the agenda a long time ago, and they should be passed. That's just our frustrations here. I mean, I've got a commission that is really frustrated and wondering why in the world Volusia County is even involved with Sunrail. And if, knowing what we know now, probably Volusia County would not have entered into an agreement on Sunrail. And when I see what's going on throughout the state, I mean, when I look at FDOT is 3 miles in Fort Lauderdale at $77 million a mile, and we're talking 11 miles at $7 million a mile. You know, that everything seems to be flowing every place else, but we're just out here waiting to see what's going to happen. And we don't know what if FDOT is going to send any more proposals up for funding. If that happens, that still leaves us spinning here. So
I can tell you that we've all been very diligent trying to get Phase 2 north of the Volusia County completed. We've had discussions about that time and time again. I believe all of us are, and I'm not trying to speak for anyone, but in the past we've all been very positive about trying to complete Phase 2 north through Volusia County as we originally committed, including DOT. I believe that you'll see a continued support unless something changes from the board, and I don't think that's happened. I don't think that's going to happen. You know, and I think that by us putting a cohesive overall list of everyone's concerns and negotiating at one time, I think that's being very positive. I think that you know, not doing this in piecemeal, I think that would be even more damaging to the overall process.
well, we came up with our amendments back in February, and now it's just here recently that we're talking about other amendments. So I don't understand why these couldn't have been taken up a long time ago.
Commissioner, I believe that we've been asking and we've been trying to get everyone's list together. I'm sure that Volusia County didn't just put that list together overnight. And I've asked my staff to actually go through all the contracts and to go through all the issues. It takes time to put those lists together. Anyone else?
Mr. Chairman,
Mayor?
I totally agree with your comments. Pat, I think that every meeting, this board has reiterated our commitment to finishing Phase 2 North, looking for alternatives to finish Phase 2 North. And in concept, we've, I think, all agreed related to the subject matter of your proposed amendments that what would happen in 3 years of Phase 2 North is not completed, that you don't want to pay for the operation of something that's not operating. We all agree with that, and that's fair. Like Commissioner Janer and others have raised issues in addition to what you have, and I don't think you guys are hurt in any way by addressing everything all at once. Because your issue is what happens when the locals take the train over if your part of the system is not completed, correct?
Yeah, we would have a lot of comfort in Volusia County if we knew that these amendments were passed now, so that if it didn't happen, we're protected. It would just give us some comfort for in the future. That's where the frustration is. We, you know, I guess when the last, when Secretary Boxall refused to send up the Tiger Grant request, it kind of gave the council, Volusia County the feeling that this thing is not going to happen. And so this is what has really got us wanting to get these amendments approved.
Can I ask you a straightforward question? Would Volusia's commission rather it not happen?
Have what?
Do you want Sunrail service to the
Well,
line?
we're totally committed to it. I mean, we just ponied up another $750,000, you know, which the letter that just recently came out. So we're committed to it. But we just want some comfort in the fact that should it not happen by 2021, that the taxpayers in Volusia County are protected. That's